Welcome back to Underwater Hockey New Zealand 2023 Interzone Underwater Hockey Champs. We've got our elite men's here in the final. Men's Northern A in white playing the men's Central A in black. And this is going to be an intense battle. And here they go. We can see, first up hit, but what's happened here? The play is reset in the middle and Central driving strongly down to the wall, but stopped there by the Northern team. Central taking it off the wall and just trying to get into that goal circle, but Northern defence coming across. Plenty of bodies in the way there. And the puck now driven through by Central A, close to the end of the goal bin, but driven back out by Northern straight into the corner. Here we see Central driving it back into the goal circle, and there it is in the bin, and goal has been awarded to number 9 for the Central A team, Clark Samuel. Saw him doing some work on the side there to drag that puck out from the corner and following it up in the goal bin. And there we have players set, ready for the restart. And here they go. Again, big hit there, but Central flicking forward, but Northern getting on top of that puck, and now Central taking it back and driving underneath the Northern player, getting it back into the centre of the pool. Last game we saw a lot of play on the wall. These teams have started off sticking right in the centre of the pool. Big flick across there, connecting up with the Central A forwards, moving it down to the wall there, just holding, and sub-bench emptying, and the refs have called infringement there against the Central A team, and see the refs pushing them back, and down they all go. And Northern driving back into the centre of the pool there, looking to pick it up. Big battle there going through the centre of the pool, and Northern get it out to the wall. Passing back into the pool, Northern flick it forward, driving forward at pace into that danger zone in front of the goal circle, leaving it behind that time, and Central able to pick it up and flick it out, driving back down the far wall into the centre of the pool, and refs have pulled that up, and it's against the Central A team. And back they go. And Northern team not able to get out past that defensive line, but coming back again, and Central having to get in there and try and drive it out towards the wall, get out of that danger zone. Big flick back there, but picked up by the Central team. Back into the middle, and Northern getting it back under control, but Central picking it up and just waiting for some support there. And Northern now bringing it back, but picked up by Central, passing it out wide. And great pass around there by the Central team. Gloving call there by the ref, so Northern team pushed back and opportunity for Central to attack this goal, and a huge effort going in there from both teams, but Northern get control of the puck, driving back strongly, left it behind there and picked up by the Central team, but not able to get it out, and onto the wall they go. Nicely under the sub bin there for the Central team, just to get some fresh legs in. And holding there. And Central making a big push there. And another advantage here to the Northern team. Northern team flicking forward there and picked up by the Central defenders, held out on the wall. Really strong tussle going on there in the corner. Big flick there from the Central team, trying to clear it out. Northern bring it back in, but pushed back down that far wall. And advantage puck to the Central team, so they get a reprieve here and a bit of space to see if they can just get out of that intensive battle on the wall. And flicked up the wall here and intercepted there by the Northern team, so they drive it back, looking to protect the puck there. And strong competition happening here. These players working really hard. Big flick from the Northern player, but picked up by the Central defender and holding on the wall, just waiting for some more players to come in. Again, big push up the wall, but stopped by the Northern player. Another big push, and infringement there by the Northern team, and opportunity now. Central calling team timeout there. So Nick Healy just looking to take a bit of a break on what's happening in this game, and just looking to probably settle things down. They've been working really hard, but not just getting full control there. So back to the sub bench, having a talk to the whole team. And getting back in position, ready to take that advantage puck right in the centre of the court here. And big flick forward, but real battle there. Northern getting control of it and flicking forward onto the wall and driving into the attacking half for Northern. Central players down there in numbers though, driving back. Northern looking to come off the wall into the goal circle and just see the Central players driving it back into the corner there and back up the wall, but under control of the Northern player now, trying to again bring it off into the centre of the pool. but defence holding strong for Central there. And all the players come up, and then Central players down to the corner there and just driving it back slowly up the wall there. Coming off the wall, and big drive now from Central into the centre of the pole, but not getting away cleanly there, so advantage to the Northern team. And we'll see that another team timeout called now. Got just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Men's Central A ahead 1-0. And Men's Northern team now will be really wanting to focus on how they capitalise on the time they're getting down near their goal circle, just not managing to get it into the goal and needing to just make sure they're sticking with their game plan to attack that goal bin. Let's see if we see something come of that. Say head down now. We'll see the Central players heading down to be pretty solid line of defence. You can see Northern player right out there at the back of the goal bin, but they've been called, I think, gloving there for the Northern player, so unable to take advantage of that play. And here we see Central, big flick out wide and driving up to the wall there. And just starting to see who's going to get the momentum going here. Central looking to push through just off the wall there and getting those legs pumping, and good progress here from the Central A team, driving it down on attack, and Northern B just holding them there under that subs bench there. Central now looking to come off the wall, but driven back by Northern into the corner there. And Central coming again off the wall. Players sitting there looking for the pass to come through the goal circle. But here it comes, Northern picking it up. But not able to pick that up cleanly, so Northern taking that out, but big flick back in there from the Central team. Northern then going for the safety of the ball, and Central just battling that out, but it's gone out of play, so it's an equal puck there, and subs bench empties out. And players in position, ready to go, diving down there, and Central flick it through, but picked up by Northern, and Central trying to get off the wall there, but Northern drive it back down the wall towards the centre of the pole. Central bring it back round, stretching out the Northern defence. And round they come here. Absolutely intense battle there as we see Northern trying to clear it out. Central turning it back, bringing it across the front of that goal zone. Just trying to get their bodies low and push it through. Players there ready to pick it up, but Northern drive it back to the corner. And we see it sitting back in the corner. Players just taking a moment and Central looking to pull it out of the corner. Let's see what they can do with it this time. Northern defenders there, great body position, blocking any direct attack on the goal. So back it comes, Northern bringing it out into the centre of the pool. And Central looking to stop that, but big flick forward. And another tussle for possession here. And unsportsmanlike play here. 1 minute out for number 10, Nick Healy. So this will create some real intensity in there. One player down and the game is evenly poised as this, and the Northern team will look to capitalise. So who can get possession of that puck? You can see Central players there driving hard to keep it out of the danger zone, and pushed back, advantage to the Northern team. And the Central team down a player here, Nick Healy out of the pool, and he's their goalie, so the defensive burden now on the rest of that Central team. They're really going to have to work hard here. The pass goes forward and Central able to clear it out, but through the centre of the pool, Northern working hard to get the tackle, get control of that puck and turn it back. But Central pushing it onto the wall, Northern bring it back out again, Central working hard to push back onto the wall, hold it there, and we see Nick Healy coming back in. And this time it's advantage to the Central team. So Northern team falling back there, and the Central A team, advantage puck. They'll be wanting to get as far away from this end as possible, but only 1 second. No, it's half time. So Central A ahead 1-0, and it's half time in the final of the men's side of the New Zealand Interzone Underwater Hockey Championships for 2023. Really intense battle going on here between these two top teams. There's a pretty ferocious rivalry that goes on between them every year, and the Auckland Central competition at each level was pretty intense, and we saw that at under-18s last year. And these players are going to have to work really hard. One goal's not going to count for much. Going into the second half, they're really going to have to keep working hard, and the Northern team will be really working on how they can turn that territory they've had into a couple of goals and get ahead of this Central A team. So both teams stacked with representative players, plenty of players here who will be heading over for the World Champs in Australia. But first things first, they want to bring the cup home for their team. See the local support on the sideline there for the Central team. And plenty of support here for the Northern team. There's plenty of players here from other teams sticking around to support their teams in the finals here. So another minute to go in our half-time stop, and these players just taking that time to rest, get some air in, keep focused on what they're going to be doing in the second half of this game. And then we'll be back to a Northern Central competition for the final game of the tournament, which will be the women's final, which is Northern A versus Central A. last game of the tournament. And refs look like they're doing a few running repairs on the, keeping the wall locked in to the base of the pool there. And we're just about ready for the restart, just waiting to see that the refs are in position, ready to go. Players look ready to go. And off they go. Last half of the tournament for the men's competition, and Central A just getting possession there, and Northern working really hard in there to try and drive back, get some momentum going on the wall. And just as Northern start to get some momentum, they're pushed back, stick infringement there, and the Central A team lining up there to take the advantage puck, passing it out wide and driving through the centre of the court there, going straight for the goal. Great defence there though from Northern, managing to flick it out, and Central come back again. Northern battling down their back wall, but Central push it back in and into the goal bin. And goal has been awarded. And it's number 6 for the men's Central A team. Brendan Maxwell getting it into the goal bin that time. And just under 14 minutes to go in this final. And second half, Central A ahead 2-0. Off they go again. Northern looking to make good strike here and picking it up, driving into the central space there. But here we go, taking it through the centre there. Can the Central team defend that back out to the wall? And refs calling an advantage to the Northern teams. Opportunity here for them to capitalise on that territory. They didn't manage last time, but let's see if they've managed to get a strategy here. Taking it wide, but driven out strongly by Central A and back onto the wall here. Now Central A will want to clear this quickly, but held in there. And Central still with the puck, driving it back. Northern working hard to hold it. Puck left in the middle of nowhere there for a moment, and then players dive onto it, and the Central team get it back out on the wall, and just holding onto it there, and Northern drive out into the middle, but the Central A team have infringed there, so they're back on the wall in defence. Oops, wrong end. And all those bodies down there in defence, and Central come away with it. And no, illegal stop there. And back they go onto the wall. And another chance for Northern to attack that goal bin. And taking it quickly, big flick into the centre there. Northern looking to drive at that goal bin, but bodies all down for Central A, and they drive it back into the corner there. And And Central A just holding it on the wall, and another infringement there. Central back on the wall, and advantage to Northern. Once again, see all those bodies go down, and puck coming into straight in through the centre there, but Central A able to clear it away. But again, illegal stop called by the refs. Really intense period of play here, and Northern not able to capitalise on this territory they've got here. Let's see what happens this time. Again, straight in, and the Central defenders bringing it out to the left-hand side of the pool here, and breaking is the call from the ref this time. And down they go again. And team timeout called. And so a minute here, our opportunity for some fresh legs in for the Central team. Get some subs on, and just looking to get everyone calm down and focused. And they're ready to restart soon. So see the Blue Togs of the attacking Northern team right up there in the circle, looking to capitalise on a flick there and turn it into the goal bin. And all the bodies down for Central A in defending positions there. So they're coming out strongly. It comes out wide and straight into the side of the bin. So goal has been awarded there to number 7 for Northern A, Logan Stevenson. So all that effort on the goal bin finally pays off for Northern, and they can make their way back down the pool, and it's 2-1 to the Central A team. Just under 9 minutes to go in the second half, so still a very even competition here between these two teams. And Northern just getting the slight advantage on the strike there, but Central coming back strongly with a big flick there, following through and onto the wall. And Central looking to go again, pushing ahead into Northern territory, and Northern just holding it on the wall, but managing to infringe as they go. So advantage puck here, and see a call going in there from the Central team on the move they'll be using here. So they're going in just straight down that side of the goal bin, and Northern defending that strongly. Really big tussle on the back wall there as Central try to pull it in, and an illegal stop there, and again opportunity for Central A team to reset, and another attack here on the Northern goal. Northern players all going down, coming out strong, and Central pushing forward. Huge number of players right there on the edge of that goal. And puck coming in and into the bin. Has it been awarded? 2 minutes in the bin here. And Just trying to see the number on that cap there. Number 8. Fergus Griffin George. And play moves back down the pole. Into the centre here. Again, intense time here. 2 minutes for the central team to hold on with one player down. And the northern team will be looking to get into attacking territory here and then take advantage. But it's the ref's call. And it's against the northern team. And so opportunity now for Central A just to protect that puck, get out of this danger zone while they're a player down. Still got about a minute and a half with 5 men on the water. Holding it on the wall. Just looking to see if they can make some progress. Northern with a big push there, but stopped by Central as they... Another infringement here, stick infringement by the central team. So advantage puck to the northern team, and expect them to go straight for that goal circle, and strong push here from Central in the middle, trying to get control of that puck and drive it back out to the wall. And intense battle going on there. You can see Northern just trying a big push there. Puck coming into the stick of the central team, and they're driving it back, opening up here in the middle of the court, and Northern driving strongly, but Central pushing it back. Northern coming in again here, stretching out the defence of the central team. And central team now piling in there, trying to drive it back onto the wall, just off the edge of that goal circle. And illegal stop there by the Central A team, driving them back to a full complement of 6 players now, and team timeout called. So we've got 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this second half of the men's final. And men's Central A ahead 2-1 over men's Northern A. Men's Northern A on attack here with an advantage puck just after the team timeout. And they'll be looking to tie it up. Okay, players in position, and you can see Northern stacking their players on attack here into right along the front of the goal bin there, and relying on a strong drive and flick from their player here taking the puck. And all the players go down. Where's this puck going? And out to the side here, just like the last goal they scored, but Central waiting there, and bodies down, driving it out, strong drive back through the centre of the pole by Central, and managing to connect up there and keep that momentum going down to the centre of the pole. Pausing there and going again, and ref's call here. Stick infringement, and advantage back to the Northern team. Puck here right in the centre of the pole as the Northern team looks to bring it into the centre of the pole, but Central tacking strongly through the centre there and bringing it out. Northern picking it up though, driving it back, trying to keep it off the wall there. Central lining up in the blind spot there, just trying to drive it back. Looks like Central got control of it, driving it up, out to the side there. And again, Central team flicking it forward, and Northern trying to get in there. Central maintaining control of the puck, turning and flicking, and driving back across the pool. 2.5 minutes to go in the second half. Northern setting up here, big flick forward. And real battle in here. Northern wrestling the puck through onto the wall. And we'll see the Central team looking to drive back, get legs pumping, and here they come. Central driving strongly through the centre of the pole. Just waiting for some support there. Need another player just to swim on to that puck. Northern getting there and defending. And momentum again with this Central team. Puck into that safety of the corner. And Northern players getting their bodies down low, ready to defend. Back onto the back wall it goes. Central looking to bring it out onto the edge of that goal bin, but Northern defending it back in the corner. Holding it there, and now it comes out of the corner, almost onto the edge of the goal circle, but Northern defenders down. Here it comes again, coming out the back of the goal, big flick there, but just unable to get it. Central driving back in and into the goal bin it goes. No, not a goal. Not allowed. Oh, it's getting pretty intense. So back they go for an advantage puck, and the Northern team looking to drive back onto the wall there and through the centre, but just struggling to connect to their players. Keeping going though, battling every inch of the way as the Central defenders get in there and disrupt that play. And Central, big flick back into the central court, but Northern coming back. Northern again looking to attack the top of that goal bin, but defence from the Central team driving strongly out back into the centre of the pool, and here we have a big push going here. Huge push straight down, and that flick, and I think game over right on the buzzer there. Time is called. Huge finish to the game, putting it beyond doubt, and that's a win to men's Central A, and a huge finish to the game there, and they'll be a very, very happy Central A team, and very disappointed Northern A team. They worked really hard and they're just not able to capitalise on that time they had down in the opposition half, and we will have the cup for the men's team staying in Central for the next season. Got about 6.5 minutes to the final game of the 2023 Interzone Championship, and we'll have the Women's Northern A versus Women's Central A coming up next.